Now, see, that's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. Deontay Wilder putting Arthur Szpilka cold to sleep. Knockout, world star shit, man. World star shit, you know? Oh, man, that shit was. That was reminiscent of Alvarez and Kirkland last year, man. Just the way he fell and everything. But I mean, just even more brutal, way more destructive, explosive. I mean, man, I'm hoping Szpilka's all right, man, because Szpilka's a fun fighter to watch. I mean, he was in it to win it. Every second of that fight, he was doing really well. He was giving a lot of issues to Wilder. I mean, even more than I thought he was gonna do. So I mean, props to Szpilka for the effort he put in. Props to Wilder for getting the KO. Props to Tyson Fury for bum mush in the ring, letting it be known that he's ready to rock it whenever Wilder feels ready for it. Of course, they got some business to take care of each of them. I'm sure they'll handle that business and they'll get it all done, easy work. But I mean, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a character, man. I love seeing Tyson Fury. I love seeing Tyson Fury talk shit. I love seeing Deontay Wilder fight. I love seeing him talk shit. I love the hype coming back, man. This is what heavyweight boxing is supposed to be. And the great thing about it is when you got explosive heavyweight action, in terms of the pre-fight, the post-fight, the fights themselves from guys like Fury, from Wilder, from Hayes back now. He's back in the mix, ready to put people flat on their backs. You got Joshua out there. You got some definite up and comers that are some punchers themselves. Shout out to Joseph Parker. He's one of them guys, guys of his ilk. And the great thing is the heavyweights. I think when you have a burgeoning heavyweight division, when you have a lively heavyweight division, that's gonna make all the other divisions from strawweight up to light heavyweight, cruiserweight, they're all gonna have to step their game up. The welterweights aren't gonna be able to fuck around anymore. They're gonna have to make the best fights. You're gonna have to get the best middleweights fighting each other, the best lightweights, best featherweights. All them dudes gonna have to start fighting best versus best because that's the way it was. Like in the '90s and the early 2000s, you had a bombastic heavyweight division, and that made it so that to battle for the attention of the casual fan, or the semi-casual fan, and even really the hardcore boxing fans, the best fights had to be made. You had to make De La Hoya versus Tito. You had to make De La Hoya versus Mosley. You had to make uh, Vernon Forrest versus Mayorga. You had to make those fights happen. You had to make the big fight, Tito versus Vargas. You had to have all that shit get made. Barrera Morales. I'd say that was a product of a lot of that. Tapia Romero. I mean, I'm just thinking of like some great rivalries that were brought upon by the best fighters of each division having to fight their best rivals, their top rivals, their best opponents, their top contenders, just in order to battle for attention from the heavyweights. And the heavyweights, of course, brought the fans in, and then they filtered them down to watching all the boxing. And I mean, that's a beautiful thing, and I'm hoping that it continues. I'm hoping we get consistently action-packed heavyweight fights like the main event that we had tonight. I mean, uh, I definitely want to see Martin in action again. I mean, he's still a bit of a question mark, man. It's kind of crazy to have that big of a question mark over a guy that's now got a world title around his waist. But I mean, there it is. And hey, you know what? That maybe makes it even more interesting because now whoever his high level contender is, because the IBF enforces their mandatories very, very consistently. I mean, we might have somebody else waiting in the wings, ready to emerge as a new star. But I'm happy for it, and I can't wait to see what's on the horizon, man. Peace.